Have you ever caught yourself thinking that other people's lives are always happier and more perfect than yours? That, no matter how hard you try, it always seems like something is missing to be truly happy? Then this story is for you. In just a few minutes, you will discover a powerful secret about happiness that can change the way you see the world. Get ready for a deep dive into a surprising life lesson that will make you rethink what really matters. Don't skip any part, because the ending will mess with you. There was a crow who was very unhappy with his life. One day, he started crying while sitting on a tree branch. Below him, a monk was meditating, and suddenly a tear from the crow fell on the monk's face. The monk looked up and, seeing the crow crying, approached and asked, "What's the matter, my friend? Why are you crying?" The crow replied, "Oh, wise man, I am very upset with my life. Nobody loves me, everyone despises me, nobody gives me food, and everyone hates me. Death would be better than living like this." Hearing the crow's words, the monk's heart was filled with compassion. He said, "My friend, we must learn to be happy, regardless of the conditions in which we live." But the crow did not understand the monk's wisdom and continued crying. Then the monk suggested, "Don't be sad. Tell me, what would you like to be? I can fulfill your wish with my mantra." The raven, excited, said, "Oh, blessed one, if you can grant me one favor, turn me into a swan." The monk replied, "Very well, I can turn you into a swan, but first, go to a swan and ask if he is happy with his life. Find out for yourself. I'll be waiting here." The crow, full of hope, flew in search of a swan. Upon finding a swan swimming in a lake, he approached it and said, "How beautiful you are, white as milk. Everyone loves you. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The swan, saddened, replied, "No, my friend, I'm not happy. There are so many beautiful colors in the world, but I don't have any. White is just the absence of color. I think the parrot must be the happiest bird in the world because it is so colorful." The crow, curious, flew in search of a parrot. When he found one, he said, "Oh, parrot, you are so colorful and beautiful. It is certainly the happiest bird in the world." The parrot replied sadly, "No, my friend. I'm not happy. People often keep parrots in cages, and I live in fear of being arrested. I think the peacock must be the happiest bird in the world, as it is even more colorful than me." Determined to discover happiness, the crow went in search of a peacock. After a long search, he found a peacock in a zoo, where many people gathered to admire him. When the crowd left, the crow approached and said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Every day thousands of people come to see you. You must be the happiest bird on the planet." The peacock, with a sad look, replied, "I always thought I was the most beautiful and happiest bird in the world, but because of my beauty, I'm trapped in this zoo. When people pluck my feathers to make decorations, it really hurts me." The peacock looked at the crow and said, "I'm not happy, my friend. I've been watching the zoo closely and noticed that you, the crow, are the only bird not trapped in a cage. People don't try to capture it. For the past few days, I've been thinking that if I were like you, I could roam free and be truly happy." The crow, hearing this, flew away and for the first time, felt happy for being who he was. He returned to the monk and said, "Oh, wise man, now I realize that I don't want to be anything other than myself. I'm fine as I am." If we look at our lives, we will see that this is our problem too. We make unnecessary comparisons with each other, which makes us unhappy and dissatisfied. We don't value what we have, and this leads us to a vicious cycle of unhappiness. We must learn to be happy with what we have, instead of focusing on what we lack. There will always be someone who will have more or less than us. If we keep comparing ourselves, we will never be truly happy. The happiest person is the one who is satisfied with what they have. These are words of wisdom and inspiration. Thank you for reflecting on this story, and always keep smiling. If this story touched you and made you reflect on life, don't forget to like and share with those who need to hear this message. And for more inspiring content that will transform the way you see the world, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new videos. Let's go on this journey of growth and happiness together. Until next time, and remember, always keep smiling.